Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to store Typeform leads in Google Sheets for analysis and follow-up. Let's suppose I am running an online business and I am collecting all my leads with the help of Typeform. I want that whenever there is a new form submission, automatically the lead details should be added to my Google Sheets spreadsheet automatically. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process, and to do this automation I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between this Typeform and Google Sheets. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection in such a manner that whenever I'm going to receive a new lead in Typeform, automatically the lead details will be added to my Google Sheets spreadsheet. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. Here in this video, we are going to see how we can capture the leads in Typeform and add that to Google Sheets. For this, I've created this integration between Typeform and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect, and now we are going to test this once. For that, I will be doing the form submission in Typeform, and I should receive all the details in this spreadsheet as soon as I complete this form submission. So I'm going to enter my first name as current, my last name as user, my phone number as this, and then my email address as current@pabblytudes.com. I'm going to submit this, and as soon as there is a form submission, I should capture all the details. I'm quickly going to open my spreadsheet, and here it is. We have added all the details. The name was current user, phone number was this, email address was current@pabblytudes.com. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how we can capture the Typeform leads to Google Sheets for easy analysis and follow-up. And for this, we are simply going to create integration between this Typeform and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before you sign into a Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly Community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts, and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions, and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now, if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign into a Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta, which is modern, faster, and more flexible one, and then we have this classic, which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta, and then I'm going to name this workflow as Store Typeform Leads in Google Sheets for easy analysis and follow-up, and now I'm going to select my folder. These are the folders which have been created, and I'm going to select it as Google Sheets Automation and then click on Create. So here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me where I'm going to enter the trigger application. So here trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to add the leads which I have captured from Typeform to my Google Sheets spreadsheet, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, I will add all the details to my Google Sheets spreadsheet, which means whenever there will be new form submission or I capture the lead, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger basically activates or triggers any workflow. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking Typeform, and then in my action application, I will be taking Google Sheets. Here in my trigger application, let me quickly take Typeform. And in my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new entry and then click on connect. Now if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with Typeform. Now here I have already logged in my Typeform, and that's why I'm just going to grant away the permissions, for which I'm going to click on this accept. Your data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect, so you can do this. Now here Typeform is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I'm going to enter this form. So to get this form, I'm going to open my Typeform account, and this is the form which I have created in Typeform by the name new contact form. So over here, if I go back, you can see that these are the forms which I've created. I'm going to use this new contact form. I'll go back towards my workflow, and then I'm going to select this form. After selecting this form, I simply need to click on save and send test request, and you will see it has changed to this waiting for webhook response. And now I need to capture the webhook response. So in order to do that, I'm going to do a test submission. So in order to do this test submission, I will be opening this particular form, contact form, by clicking on this copy link. I'm going to paste it in a new tab, and I'm going to do a dummy form submission. As soon as I do this form submission, I should capture the response in this workflow, and this is going to show us the connection setup which we have just created between this Typeform and Pabbly Connect that is successful. So here I'm going to open this form, and I'm going to enter my first name as latest, my last name as user, then I'm going to enter my phone number as, then I'm going to enter my email address as latest@pabblytudes.com. And as soon as the form submission has been done, I should receive all these details in my workflow. So here I have done this form submission. I'll go back towards my workflow, and here 6 seconds ago I have captured the response, which means as soon as I have done the form submission. The details which we filled while filling this form was latest user was the name, phone number was this, email address was latest@pabblytudes.com. Now here, as soon as I have done this form submission, I have captured all the details in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created between Pabbly Connect and Typeform that is successful. And now whenever I'm going to receive a new lead, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Moving on towards the next step, whenever I receive a new lead, I want to add that lead to my Google Sheets spreadsheet. So here in my action application, I will select Google Sheets, and in my action event, I'm going to select it as add new row and then click on connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this sign in with Google. Now here you need to choose your Google account with which you have logged in your Google Sheets. And after choosing that account, you simply need to grant away the permission, for which you need to click on this allow. So here Google Sheets is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter all these details. The first one is that I have to select the spreadsheet. If I open my spreadsheet, you can see that I have created this spreadsheet by the name Typeform Leads. So I'll go back towards my workflow and select the spreadsheet as this Typeform Leads. Then over here we have all these fields which we have in this spreadsheet. So this shows Pabbly Connect and this particular spreadsheet are connected, and now I am going to enter all these details. Over here I am not going to enter any of these details like this manually. Instead I am going to use a method called mapping, which means I am going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from this Typeform, and when I click on this field I can see this Typeform. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. I'm going to enter my first name as latest, I'm going to enter my last name as user, phone number as this, and the email address as latest@pabblytudes.com. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static, and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. After adding all these details, we simply need to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response, and here it is. We have received this response, and this response is a positive one. Let me quickly open my Google Sheets spreadsheet and check whether I have received all the details or not, and here it is. We have added all the details. The name was latest user, phone number was this, email address was latest@pabblytudes.com. So now to summarize, we took Typeform as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the new lead, and then we wanted to add the lead to Google Sheets spreadsheet. So we took our action application as Google Sheets, made connection with Pabbly Connect, mapped all the details which we have captured from Typeform, and finally executed this workflow and added the details to my Google Sheets spreadsheet. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. I have attached the link to this workflow in the description so that you can check that out. I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.